Yo, and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector. Happy Monday to everybody out there. It is All-Star festivities time, All-Star game time. We've got the Home Run Derby on tonight. I'm really excited about watching that. Of course, it's also Shark Week, which is one of my favorite weeks because who doesn't love watching Shark Week? I sure do. So I've got a lot of stuff on the DVD set to record, DVR set to record. Going to be doing a lot of TV watching over the next few days. And yeah, still recovering, I think, a little bit from Hobbypalooza, which was this past weekend. Huge shout out to everybody that participated in the chats and supported the event by going. Shout out to all the guys that made content for it. I mean, I know it's not easy to do live streams all the time, and just it worked really great. It was very smooth. Everybody, stuck to their hour, and the website, Ty did a great job keeping the website updated. Everything's on the website. If you miss anything from Hobbypalooza and you want to go back and don't want to have to search for where all the stuff is, feel free to go take a look at thehobbypalooza.com. I think there's something else coming up in a few weeks. Wait, that many days until the National. I believe I'll be leaving 2 weeks from tomorrow, so I'm going on Tuesday. Yeah, cannot wait. What I can wait for, and what happened, is PSA came out with their pricing for on-site grading, and it's not exactly favorable. It's $250 per card, max value $49.99, so $5,000, and then $600 for anything between $5,000 and $10,000. Apparently, if a card's worth more than $10,000, they won't grade it on site. So, or there is special pricing. I didn't even look at that. But $250 a card essentially to get a card graded. And I have 2 vintage cards I'm thinking about getting graded at the show, both of which are under the 5,000 thing, so they'd be $250 a piece. They're cards I really want slabbed, and I really don't want to wait until God knows when they will finally get back to somewhat reasonable pricing. So I'm really struggling with whether or not to do this, honestly. I'd love to get input below from anyone that wants to provide their 2 cents in whether or not I should get these cards graded. I actually got them right here. Let me grab them. Let's see how fast I can. Oh, I found them. Okay. So I've showed these before, but a 50 Bowman Jackie Robinson and a 48 Bowman 48 Bowman Stan Musial. This is about depending on the grade, obviously, but $1,500 to $2,000 card. This is a $800 to $1,000 card, depending on the grade. So I've got $2,000 into the cards in terms of just cost for the raw cards. So this would make the cost around $2,500. If I got both of them graded at $250 a piece, that's about what they're worth. Which is, again, it's not about I'm trying to flip them or anything. I just don't want to get completely underwater on cards whenever you can avoid it, if it's possible. So I'm really struggling with whether or not to do it. I'm leaning towards doing it, quite frankly, on it. I mean, I just want to get it done. And I should be more patient, probably. But I don't want to risk having them somewhere and get screwed up. And again, just get it done is kind of where I'm at in my brain. But I'm willing to listen to whatever input you guys might have out there. Is it just completely not? And I know some of you are completely anti-PSA, period. You're never going to give them another dollar. You're basically like, F them, they've lost me forever kind of thing. I don't need to hear that stuff. I get that there is a certain segment of the collecting community out there that feels that way. I'm not one of those, so you're not going to convince me to not do it at all. So don't even try. But should I wait? If you are at least leaning on the side of, yeah, go ahead and, you should get them graded. Do I do it now or later? I'd love to hear reasons why. But if you're just completely anti-PSA, I I mean, you can comment whatever you want. I'm just not going to listen to it. I'll read it and be like, ah, okay. It'll get dismissed very quickly, I promise, in my brain. So, yeah. That's the stuff we're dealing with. And again, it'll be here before we know it. Snap my fingers and, well, maybe not that quick, but it'll be here pretty fast. I got a lot going on between now and then. It'll make the time go by quickly, and then we'll be heading off to Chicago. I did get some mail today that is, one card in particular is really great. I'm thrilled actually to add it to my collection. So let's flip this sucker around. I'll show you what I got. Hang on one second. See, I told you it would just be a second. Here I am back with the mail today. I got 3 of these. These are all for 4-decade sets. These were all super cheap. I got some league leader cards from 76 Tops that picture Hall of Famers. This is for my 4-decade, I should call it my forever decade set. We've got the leading fireman, Rich Gossage is on that, along with Al Habrowski, the Mad Hungarian. And we've got the batting leaders from the National League in 1976 Tops. We've got Bill Madlock, who was a shockingly great hitter. The fact that he doesn't get more Hall of Fame love is surprising to me. Ted Simmons is the Hall of Famer on this card, pictured down bottom left. And then you got Manny Sanguillen from the Pittsburgh Pirates. So there's that one. These are all in 7s, which is really good grades for these. And then last, I don't know why I'm not using my stand. It's right there. We've got the NL strikeout leaders from 76 Tops, which has Tom Seaver pictured on it, along with John Montefusco and Andy Messersmith. So yeah, 3 of those. Just again, chipping away, cheapy cards. I got this card, and I'm going to actually hold this one to show. So I got this Raleigh Fingers 1970 Tops in a PSA 6. I didn't pay $15 maybe total for this, like all in, shipping and everything. It was like $15. And it came, and sadly you can see it's cracked there. And then on the back, it's really cracked up at the top. And I was looking at PSA's website for the National, and they are doing reholders, but it's like $100 to reholder a card. And I don't know if they're cracked or scratched or what. Is that literally just to get a new holder put on it? Is $100? That seems like completely asinine to me. Maybe somebody can explain to me what reholder means. To me, like if I just wanted to get this reholder, same serial number, everything, just a new holder that's not cracked, what would that cost me? I thought it was like $8, maybe $10, but I still don't know if it's worth it. So I messaged the seller. He was nice enough to offer to send the card back. I don't want to. It's such a cheap card. There's no real reason to send it back. It's just silly. It's not his fault. It was actually packaged really well. It was more of just the post office. I think somebody decided to run over it. But it's not an expensive card, so I don't really want to mess with sending it back and having to get another one someday, whatever. I wouldn't mind a new holder if it's cheap enough, but $100, no thank you. All right, 2 more cards. First one here is, I always try to add these Hall of Fame rookies autographs if I can, and I found this Gaylord Perry, and it was in my watch list forever, and I think it was listed at $100. The card is beat up really bad, but you guys know I don't really care about that. I'd like a super great card along with a signature, but those come with a super high price tag. This one is good because to me, I like the ones that don't say just trading card. It actually says 1962 Tops, which means PSA authenticated that yes, indeed, in their opinion, this is a real 1962 Tops card. The autograph looked really good. I liked the placement of the autograph along the side there, and it's already slabbed. So I ended up using quite a bit. In fact, I used all of my eBay bucks from the last quarter to buy this card, and I ended up paying out of pocket about $40 for it. So I was really happy with that. And I kind of keep things in my watch list. I don't know if you guys do this, kind of waiting for eBay bucks opportunities or waiting till you get your eBay bucks at the end of the quarter. Like things that, I don't really want to pay that price, but if I can get it at a discount or get some benefit, I may try to get it at that point. But yeah, just another Hall of Fame rookie autograph, which leads me to my, I'll be doing a video later this week. This entire run that I have of post-war rookies, which is a set registry that I know a lot of you out there love, and it's certainly one of my favorites is all the rookie cards post-war. And I've got a lot of that finished. I'm missing some cards, obviously, but I'm going to do all the ones I have in a tabletop showcase. I'm also going to show all the ones that I have autographed, which is actually quite a few. So I'm going to put them all kind of side by side. Here's just the cards, and here's the ones that I have both a card and an autograph version. And this was the inspiration for that video, knowing I was going to be getting this in the mail. I'm like, and I pulled them all out. I'm like, holy crap, I have a lot. So I'm excited to do the tabletop to show those. That'll be fun. And then my big purchase that I made was this guy right here. 1958 Topps, Roberto Clemente. This was actually a purchase that I made on Check Out My Slabs or whatever it is, Show My Slabs, or a website where you can buy just graded cards. And it was JT pointing me to this card. He's like, hey, this guy's got this Clemente up there. And I think he had it listed for like 150, if that sounds right. And you can actually put offers in. So I put an offer on it, and I ended up getting it for 120, which, you know, for a 2.5 is a fair price, and probably even kind of a good price. And this is one of only 3 Clementes that I need. I still need the 63 and 64 Topps, but those are kind of on my watch list, and I'll be looking for those at the National for sure. And yeah, I mean, it's a very nicely centered 2.5. It's a 2.5, so it's got rough corners, a little bit of surface issues. I'll show you a little bit closer here. But overall, the centering is really nice, and it's a good example of the card. And the price was right. So when all those things happen, you buy it. Or at least I buy it. So yeah, there's the back. Kind of miscut on the back, but again, the back's not nearly as important as long as you can read everything. So yeah, got me another Clemente. Getting really close on the Clemente stuff. I love his cards. So Bob Clemente. Roberto Clemente, don't call me Bob. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks again for watching. Let me know what you think down below, and we'll talk to you soon. Keep collecting.